Executives View, the sports podcast where the stakes are high and the debates are fierce. Please welcome your host, Aaron Sirius Simmons, alongside co-host Barry DeVille and Jordan. Each week, we bring you into the boardroom where the elite minds of sports converge. From the gridiron strategies to the business behind the ball, we tackle the hard-hitting questions and give you an insider's perspective. So pull up a chair and join us at the table where champions are made and legends are born. This is the Executives View. Let's get down to business.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Executive View. This is the view from on top, man. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with the executives, and I do appreciate that. You guys know how I get down. If you see the show, share the show. We're all over the place, man. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok. We're doing big things in big places. I definitely want to take everybody along for the journey. I don't do this by myself. I got a slew of brothers that are sitting here ready to chop it up and talk about everything around the world of sports, man. My man Villain's in the building, repping this Florida State. What's up, my man? How we doing, sir? Okay, all right. Enough said.
What up, Villain? We here. Listen, for y'all that can't see, I'm repping.
I tell you what, man. For as much as y'all had to endure last year, I'm not mad at you. I'm surprised Larry's not it.
It was a bonding experience, serious. Like, you have no idea. Like, me and Larry don't go far back, like Cadillac seats. So we just traded texts back and forth of our mutual hate for Norvell and anything and everything. So we bonded over that. So I feel like we vindicated, right, Larry?
I ain't gonna say that just yet.
It was worth it. Like we went through a lot of pain. We went through it together.
Yeah.
You know?
I ain't mad at you. Speaking of Larry, what's up, my man? How we doing, sir?
It was a male exhale. I'm put it like that. We exhaled a little bit. We had to get a little that frustration up off of us. But I like what I saw from my guys. It was a good weekend, and that's how we roll, fellas.
I feel you. CK's feeling better back in the middle. What's going on, CK? How we doing, sir?
Nothing much. Just looking at the lineup I just built in MLB.
Okay.
I got Volpe on the bench. I got Bregman at second, Jazz at short, Vlad at first.
Volpe is where he needs to be on the bench. On the bench. I ain't mad at you.
So
not in real life.
And I got hold on, everybody. So for those of y'all who don't know, this is Stewart.
Look at the Jets gear on Stewie. Look at the Jets gear on Stewie. And I'm debating whether I should bring this man in the building, man. He cutting up behind stage, man. Coach is in the building. What's going on, my man? How we doing, sir?
What's that say?
I said, Coach, good. How we doing, sir?
Hi. Good to see you guys, though.
I see you still living in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Pull out your Yankees World Series merch from.
I don't live in the past, sir. I don't live in the past. What happened in the past is in the past.
And
I'm on to the next.
All you do is somebody did this and somebody did, and they've never done you habitually live in the past. What are you talking about?
I don't know what you mean, sir. I have no idea what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about.
Great, gentlemen. I'm not going to waste anybody's time. We got a lot to get to, and not a lot of time. I want to make sure everybody gets in and out. Enough time, man. We, as a show, love this time of year, man. Baseball's in the thick of things. Football is back. And we got a lot of football to get to. So we're going to start right there, man. Week 1 has come and gone. We had some upsets, if you would call them upsets. We had arguably, 1-3, matchup, Ohio State and Texas go down. We had Florida State upset Alabama. There was a lot that went on. on this weekend. I want to give you guys an opportunity to get in where you fit in, man. I'm gonna go to Coach first. Talk to me, my man. Where you at, bro?
So I'm gonna say this. I'm just gonna rip the band-aid right off. So there was a football game played in Columbus Saturday.
Hmm.
Um, one team was there the entire time. The other team didn't show up until about around 3 minutes, 4 minutes left in the game.
Hmm.
Don't get, but you guys can't guess which one. But like look, the hype going into this game was off the charts. It did not live up to the expectations at all. It was the first game of the season for two teams. You can tell two new quarterbacks. Arch Manning on the road for the first time because he made some starts last year, but they were at home, so you're comfortable and stuff like that. There's lots of blame to go around. You can blame Arch because that first pass. I don't know if you guys watched the game. I watched it.
Hmm.
That first pass, I was like, and here we go. I my confidence went right in the toilet after that first pass. And I was just like, okay, Arch, maybe he'll get it together. And then again, he made some good plays. But it's like you talk about Manning's athleticism. Oh, well, he's much more athletic than blah, blah, and you don't use it. And then so then you try to quote unquote use it. And you know what? Let's just ram him right into the Ohio State defensive line on the goal line because we've proven that worked. It didn't work last year. It's not going to work this year. And like again, I don't want to take anything away from Ohio State. They had a young quarterback starting too at home, so it probably helped settle his nerves. I mean, look, Ohio State's the defending champion, and they played like it. And this was I will say big ups to both Texas and Ohio State for having these big matchups early in the season. You know, in the current structure of college football, you don't have to do that anymore. Especially with the SEC adding extra conference games and stuff like that, you don't really have to do this anymore in the current state of college football. So to go out there and to say, hey, as LSU, we're going to schedule Clemson, and go to Clemson. Bama, we're going to go to Florida State, and we're good. We're going to go to Tallahassee and play Florida State. Teams don't have to do this in the current stretch of college football because Texas will be fine. Bama, I'm not sure if Bama's going to be fine. But like these teams will be okay. It'll be it'll all work out in the wash. I will say one thing though, man, and I guess like I don't know if we're gonna do this later, but like look, Penn State is is phenomenal. Now it was Nevada. Like I said, I've been talking all summer to him about it. Like I'm not just saying this because Aaron's a Penn State fan. It's like I think they got what it takes to make it to Miami. I really do. Um, we'll see how it goes over the course of the season. But it's funny because Penn State might never be number one, or they might be number two. They might be liking the number two, like literally all season until that game that we won't talk about.
We ain't talking about that right now.
But yeah, week one was fantastic. Yeah, I loved every bit of it. So like it was, and, I mean, look, it is
I
what
got
it
you. I
is.
got you. I got you. So I throw this around, but based off of how he performed, are you a guy that's subscribing to the cancel Arch Manning nonsense, or are you kind of along the lines of where I'm at? And I think others are. It was week one on the
Yeah,
road versus that
week,
defense.
week one on the road against one of the better defenses in the country with a guy who, like, if he keeps playing at his level, a guy who might win a Heisman on the defensive side of the
Mhm.
ball. Get down. And they have some other good guys out there in that defense too. It's like I'm just not ready to say he stinks, he sucks. Like, look, it was a very conservative game plan, and that's what you expect with a guy making his first start on the road against the defending champs. Like, so the
Would you
Texas,
call it conservative, or would you call it just him missing? Because like
it
I,
was
I
a,
said, I said
it
this
was,
in the thread.
yeah.
I said
I,
this in the thread. Like there were plays to be made, and he was throwing behind guys. He was skipping, footballs into guys, and I mean, Ohio State's defense has a lot to do with that. Don't get it twisted, but like there were plays to be had. He just didn't make them.
oh no, he missed some throws big time, and he missed some opportunities big time. So, like again, everybody is to blame. There's blame. Like I see people want to put it all on Sark. Sark had a bad day. You want to put all on Arch. Arch had a bad day. The Texas Longhorns. Okay, everybody is putting it too much on Arch and on Sark. The
Mhm.
Texas, you know what? I can't hear it. The defense played out of their mind.
The defense played well.
The defense played out of their mind. But as we all know, the old football cliche, the defense is always ahead of the offense early in the season. And the offense is catches up. But like the Texas defense, you hold Ohio State to 14 points.
You
Hey,
win that game 99.9% of the time.
hey, you count that as a win. There's not going to be too many teams this year that holds Ohio State to 14 points.
Jeremiah Smith had like 2 catches for whatever.
And I'll just leave it at that. It's like there's room for growth for both teams.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't exactly light up the scoreboard either. And again, they're playing probably one of the 2 or 3 best defenses they're going to see all this year. So same thing with Texas. So it's like, look, it is what it is. It was conservative play calling, I feel like. But yeah, Arch left a lot of meat on the bone out there.
That's fun. CK, talk to me, man. You moving and grooving with the dog over there. Where's your head at with this, bro?
Is this really what we're doing? We already making excuses for Steve Sarkisian. We already doing that.
Shut up.
We already Okay? Every time Steve Sarkisian has a big game, his team
I'm trying to watch the game.
A big game. I ain't trying to hear what the defense did. Well, Stark might have had a bad day. You had a bad day. He's a damn head coach. He lost them this game. This guru offense coordinator can't figure out how to use his quarterback's talents. And we're going to put this on our Listen, I said Arch Manning was getting too much hype. I said that. That is not to denigrate that young man. That to say anything negative about him. But if he is everything that he was supposed to be, how does Sarkisian not use his athletic ability? How does Sarkisian not win this game when you hold on, I think, the 14 points?
Busy playing with your dog.
I don't want to hear.
You're too busy playing with your dog. I just said that. I just said it.
You sound like you're underwater. You sound like you're underwater, Steve.
Y'all both sound
Seriously,
pretty bad.
You sound like
to be
you're
honest
underwater. I
with you.
don't say the word you just said.
I got new headphones, so it's like
Okay, yeah. Something's going on with the sound, but long story short, Chandler ain't buying the bad days thing from Sarkisian, which we knew was coming.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing that. Sarkisian always loses games. His team should win in big moments. He always has. He always will. I'm not putting Arch Manning. I'm not giving any blame to Arch Manning in this because he is basically a freshman starting his first game. Yeah, he played some games last year. They played against Little St. Mary's Sisters of the Poor. All right? He ain't play against nobody. And then you put him in this game and you don't call an offense that fits what he's doing right now. I don't know what he's going to keep doing later. But you don't call a game he's capable of winning right now. That's on the head coach. That's Steve Sarkisian failure again. But I'd like to talk about Thomas Castellanos, if I may.
Give it a minute. Give it a minute. Oh, actually, yeah, it's your turn. Go ahead, talk your mess.
It's not so much that Kalen DeBoer isn't a good coach. And I said this when they hired him, he's the wrong coach for Alabama. He is a great head coach. He is the wrong coach for that school. You look at the way they played, and everybody says, oh, they look disciplined, they look this. No, they look like a Washington team. Unfortunately, they don't look like an SEC team. They don't look like an SEC team, but if you put that team in the Pac-12, they run it through the Pac-12. They are. Because that's how he knows. He knows how to coach that type of team. He doesn't know how to coach an SEC team. So Alabama's going to have a bad season, but the kid at Cal, Saga, let me see if I can get it right. Saga Politelli, is that right?
That sounds close enough.
That kid is going to be a monster. That kid's going to be a monster. And Lenora Sellers, let's just go ahead and give him the Heisman right now. But Steve Sarkisian, you choking dog.
Dog in the first week of the season. It's
like I love football season, man. Larry, talk to me, man. Where'd you hear that, big dog?
So you know what? I'm gonna say it like this, right? We circling back around to Texas, right?
You can take it wherever you want to take it.
So why is everybody acting like Texas got blown out? They lost by 1 touchdown. Huh?
Exactly.
They lost by a touchdown.
On the road.
1 touchdown. They didn't get blown out.
So
Yeah, on the road. They got blocked. They lost by 1 touchdown. I mean, it was the first game.
The line was 3.5.
You know, I will kind of put no, but I'm gonna put it like this, right? Like I do put some of it on Sark. And you know why I kind of put it on Sark? And it's not to say what you say, Chandler, and it's not to say what you say, Coach, either. The reason why I put this on Sark, because Manning looked like somebody who he was a freshman and he was not up to the speed of the game. When Ewers got hurt last year, he should have told Ewers, your ass is on this bench unless Manning gets hurt. But he was playing to try to win a national championship, and he went back to Ewers because he thought Ewers would give him the best opportunity when he didn't do right by Manning by just letting him play out the season.
Okay,
he would have been ready. He would have been ready for this week 1 game.
So what we're not going to do is sit there.
I feel like you would have been ready. I feel like you would have been ready.
We can't do that. We can't do that because here's the
I'm
thing.
not saying he would have won, but I'm.
Wait, hold on. Let him speak. Seriously,
the best chance to win last year.
He thought that Ewers, but having the best chance to win and doing right by your quarterback is 2 different things. If you're gonna let Manning sit and learn a whole season, he should have never played it down.
That's not. No.
Once you put him in, you should have left him in.
No.
You should have left him in. Let him go for them growing pains.
You got me sitting here defending Texas like it's Penn State.
Dude,
You're hurt.
Dude,
he was hurt.
Penn State did the same thing with Aller. How you say his name is?
Drew
he
Aller.
Struggled.
Right.
He had some growing pains, but once he moved on to Drew Aller, it was Drew Aller's show.
Drew Aller did not play. Drew Aller did not play until Trace McSorley left.
Yeah, once he left, it was his show.
It was his show. But Trace McSorley never came out the ballgame. He didn't get hurt.
Ewers was never coming back this season. He was never coming back. So
bro, you was in the national, you was in the college football playoff, bro. You had a chance to go in the natty.
But once they made the move to Manning last year, they should have just stuck with Manning.
When he was hurt, Larry, it wasn't a move.
That's what I'm saying. Once he got hurt,
it wasn't a move.
It wasn't a move. He got hurt.
He got hurt. They should have never went back to him. Just let Manning play it out.
No, but I mean, if you listen to what
the Texas Longhorns, yes or no?
But he would have been ready for this season.
No, but you can't play a season ahead.
Yes or no?
You can't play a season ahead when you had the expanded college playoffs. You can't.
I'm saying that if you would have stick with Manning, Manning would have been ready. That's why he was missing some of these throws. That's why he wasn't seeing some of the stuff because he was.
But you know what? But Ryan Clark came out and said appropriately, if Arch Manning was good enough to take Ewers' job, he would have kept it last year.
Exactly.
No. I think Sark just felt like that Ewers was giving him the best chance.
I don't know about that,
dude, look at
Ewers
probably put 3 more gray hairs on Steve's chin last year.
Look, I'm gonna tell you something, but here's the thing though, guys. Like again, Tua and Jalen Hurts. Remember that saga?
Yeah.
And how that went down and stuff like that? Because Tua at that point was good enough to come in there and replace Jalen Hurts. And vice versa. It's like you had a 1A, 1B situation at Bama with those two. It's like
once they moved to Tua, Jalen was on the bench.
But Tua was good enough to take his spot.
That was a benching. That wasn't somebody getting hurt.
I think Manning played really good against lower competition. Is where he needed to start it against lower competition. And then he would have been ready for this primetime game.
Wasn't a layup on the schedule
he would have got in a playoff game last year, regardless if you won or not. He would have played a playoff game or 2 against really good defenses, and he would have been ready for this year.
I'm so confused right now.
Which says that the coach, once again, is making a mistake, which is where I started this whole thing.
Went back. Yeah, he went back.
I understand that y'all don't like when I talk about certain coaches, y'all think I don't give them a chance and all this other stuff. I look at the history of what they've done. At the end of the day, there are certain coaches who fail in the biggest moments. They do. That's why they've never won a championship. And you
think
can
it's
always point
the failure
directly
part. I just
to
think that
their
he made
play
the mistake.
calling, to how they manage their team. You always can. I understand he only gave up 14 points. If you give up 14 points to Ohio State, you're supposed to win that game. You're supposed to win. That's on the
With
coach.
Arch, he's supposed to win that game. He's supposed to win that game. But I mean, like I say, and then the thing about this whole thing for me, when it comes down to Texas and Ohio State, whether it's them, whether it's Clemson, because people have been bagging Clemson, they lost to LSU.
Yes, they did.
Hey, we boxing fans, right? You get more respect as a boxer taking an L against another champion. They are literally dropping these teams 5, 6, 7, 8 spots when you played another ranked team. When you literally still got these teams that are so-called ranked, and they taking these easy week 1 non-conference games, bro.
But
I have more respect for Texas.
That's on the NCAA.
L.
That's on the NCAA committee. That ain't
Well,
on
that
the
and-
I mean,
and the
I
thing is,
don't
like-
put stock in the rankings though until
don't either.
like what?
I don't
You don't
either.
need to,
I don't.
Seven?
But it
here's the
matters,
crazy
though.
thing.
But it
Here's the
matters.
crazy thing.
It matters.
Your Florida State Seminoles and Alabama went into that game Saturday as double-digit underdogs, and you mopped the floor with them. You still got to show up. How many times have we referenced Michigan Appalachian State week 1?
Yeah, but I'm just saying. But they took the opportunity and said, okay, we're gonna play Alabama. Alabama said we're gonna play Florida State. Alabama didn't say, oh, we're gonna go play some triple A team that we don't even know the name of. They didn't take.
I agree with you there, but like Michigan, who did they play? They had a cakewalk. They didn't move up the rank. I think they moved back.
It wasn't actually a cakewalk, but you're also starting a true freshman, Bryce Underwood.
But didn't Michigan
Michigan played New Mexico? They
played
New Mexico.
They played New Mexico. New Mexico is not a walkover, bro.
Yeah, New Mexico's not a walkover, bro.
That's not a
say they
walkover.
were a walkover.
Like, dude, Oregon
played, like they didn't get rewarded for
State,
winning
bro.
that game.
No, they didn't because the NCAA committee they got out from Michigan. We know that with all this nonsense about they stole the championship. You got Paul Feinbaum, denigrating Ray Perkins from the grave, just so he could take shots at people. So,
dude, CK, I even go even further, bro. Dude, they over here glorifying Florida. Florida looks great. They played Long Island. Dude, I ain't even know Long Island had a football team.
Yeah, we do. Bro. We got a couple Ostrich no longer got
I'm just saying, bro. Like I said, dude, I live in Texas. Dude, I live in Texas, dude. SMU play Eastern Texas A&M. I don't even know what it said. I don't even know what the school is located, bro.
It used to be A&M Commerce.
Somebody played Tarleton,
bro. But even still, that's even worse.
Who lost to Tarleton in triple overtime? Who lost to Tarleton in triple overtime with another Texas school, by the way?
Army.
It was Army.
To stand up. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm gonna say? I got
the troops of hell, man. That's big ups to them.
I got more respect for a team that lost against another good team versus these dudes that are taking a cakewalk. Now, Sark, they could have took it easy and said, "Well, it's Arch." Like you said with Michigan, they said, "We know we got a freshman, or we got a guy who played 1 game and a half last year. We're gonna take an easy first game for him, get his feet wet, maybe ramp it up a little bit." But they stepped into the ring, bro. Like I said, I look at it like it's champions that people have more respect for because they took a L because they stepped out of their comfort zone. Well, you have these teams that are still scheduling these super easy non-conference games, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you can't tell me, I get it, you have your conference games, but you can't tell me that this team, and we all say we don't put stock in it, but at the end of the year, they're gonna say, oh, well, Clemson, they lost to a number 9 ranked LSU team. LSU might lose every other game this year, but at the time, they was number 9, so now their strength of schedule looks really good, even though this other team went and played some poof cake. And they do that. And they that's how they do that's how the end of the year rankings are. They look at strength of schedule. Meanwhile, your strength of schedule may be garbage to me. And I have more respect for Texas taking the L. I got more respect for Clemson taking the L. I even said I'm on the show defending Alabama, but I even got more respect for Alabama taking the L because they took on a non-conference opponent that's a real opponent.
But Larry, I'm not going to fault somebody for taking advantage of the rules that are set up. If the rules are set up so that I can play, little Mother Magdalene's middle school okay, and get to the college football playoff, then that's what we're going to do. All right,
I get it, but I get it, but guys, but I'm gonna say these so-called like Sirius say, these talking heads are ripping Texas, ripping Clemson, ripping these teams, ripping Alabama for losing to a conference opponent that I can tell you right now, if Texas played Long Island, that score probably would have been 89-0. Matter of fact, they probably gave them a negative point. It would have been the first negative point game in college football history.
I'm killing Stark.
And that was I was making earlier. It was like with the current setup of college football, you don't have to play these games. So kudos to Texas.
So I got more respect for them that do take these games.
Yes.
Alabama. Kudos to Texas going to Ohio State. You know, it's just, again, it is what it is. It's like, I'm not going to knock Oregon for playing Montana State. Because, I mean,
right.
I'll go even further. Further, dude.
Like, Oregon's going to have plenty of tough games this year in conference. So
the only reason why Alabama took the game with Florida State, because they've been getting ripped for years and years and years about their non-conference schedule being so weak, and then they end up at the end of the year, they're still ranked in the top 5, top 3 with this weak non-conference. That's the only reason why Florida State, why they agreed to play Florida State. That's the only reason.
But see, I'm not ripping Texas. I'm just killing the coach. I like the fact that Texas played Ohio State. I like that because it showed you that Texas defense is going to be there all season. That defense at Texas, that defense at Ohio State. Mm-hmm. At the end of the year, those two should be number 1 and number 2. I don't care what order you put them in when it comes to defense. Those two schools are going to be 1 and 2. Pick the order.
My last thoughts on this, and I tell anybody who will listen to me, I hope we win the rematch. I think these two teams are going to play again.
It's very, very possible.
I mean, it is very possible.
I don't foresee a world where neither one of these two teams do not make the college football playoff.
They're in the playoffs. That's a given. They're in the playoffs. That's a given.
And
said that about Alabama last year. We were surprised, right? So.
Yeah, but even last year, bro, we said Alabama looked shaky. We said Alabama looked shaky last year.
Yeah, but you gotta win. You gotta win your game.
We all said that. 2 losses, man.
He literally took the words out of my mouth. It's like Kalen DeBoer is a West Coast Pac-12 type coach. The Pac-12 don't even exist used to exist anymore. It's like he the way he looks at things, and it's just like, look, there's bigger issues in Bama. It's like he was what their 5th option.
Yeah.
So let's not forget that. It's not like Saban left there was like, you know what? We need to get DeBoer out west. He was out there. So
and the other reason Alabama didn't make it, listen, years past, a 2-loss Alabama team because of Nick Saban gets in, because we know Nick Saban gonna win the game in the playoff. All right. Kalen DeBoer's not gonna doesn't have that cachet, man. He doesn't have it. So if it's a coin flip,
when the Florida State quarterback calls them out and was like, "Yo, Nick Saban ain't here to save you," and then they go into the spot and beat you by 14 plus, like,
bro.
He shot, man. Big up to Tommy C. He called his shot, man.
Yeah, hey, that game could have been worse than that.
Yeah.
Well, we've all spoken. Villain, talk to me, man. Where's your head at with this week 1? We've kind of been dancing on this for a minute, man. You didn't get a chance to talk, man. Where's your head at, bro?
No, I mean, thank you guys for not letting me talk because I'm actually trying to draft right now.
Yeah, we know.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm trying to decide. I either go for a 4th running back or another receiver. I'm holding back on the quarterback. Right?
Running back.
You punting the quarterback. Yeah. Gotcha. Huh? You punting the quarterback. I got you.
I'm punting the quarterback because, I mean, right now you got Kyler Murray, McCarthy, Prescott, Herbert, and it's a 10-player league. 9 to 10 quarterbacks have already gone off the board, so I'll be all right. I can get somebody.
Drake May is something to look at. I like Drake.
I like holding on and getting Jared Goff a little later, and getting the points, getting the stable points, but getting players underneath it. So I got 10 seconds left. So give me a second. As I kiss the sky, I'm going for your guy. I'm going for Caleb Johnson right now.
I like him.
What's that?
My rookie running back.
Running back. It's either him or the rookie from Washington. So
you should have took the rookie from Washington.
Yeah, I'll probably stash him a little later. So no, listen. Week 1 or week 2, right? Is it week 2?
Week 2.
Well, week one.
No,
Zero.
it's week one. It's week one. We're getting to week 2 in a minute.
Week one, so you'll take the
Good
lead.
games, man. We had some really good games. I
Yeah,
thought
we
the
did.
LSU Clemson game was really good. I didn't think Chip Kelly could pull it out because all he does is choke. And he pulled it out in week one, which is
There's your choking dog right there, Chandler.
Yeah, but Chip
Yeah.
Kelly's not the head coach.
Brian Kelly, bro. Brian Kelly.
I mean,
Oh,
Brian.
no,
Brian.
I told you that LSU was going to win that
I'm
game because
focused on my draft, man. Kelly.
Okay.
I'll just say Kelly.
okay, did I not say that LSU was going to beat Clemson? Did I not say
I
that?
have no idea.
Really?
You've been sick for the past. You've been sick for the past week.
Bro.
Okay, good,
Bro.
good. You said it. You called it. I
Thank you.
appreciate it. Listen, it was a good game. Clemson, that environment, what a way to open up a season, man. In that environment, one of the best stadiums to play.
Yeah, I gotta get down there, man.
Yeah, it's great. But listen, Texas, I'm not too worried about them. I kind of echo what Larry says to an extent. You're basically playing a freshman quarterback that hasn't played a lot of football in college level, but albeit your first game at the Horseshoe on the road, that's a tough environment for him. So I felt like the coaching staff didn't do him a lot of favors. I felt some of the routes that they were throwing, I didn't agree with against that defense. I think he did a lot of good things checking the ball down, but at the end of the day, it's just that's one of the best defenses in college. So, but Texas will be there. They'll be hanging around when the college playoff starts. Let's give Ohio State some credit against a good Texas defense. They played pretty well. So for the first game, I thought it was a good outing for both. Obviously, Florida State at home, the environment was electric. Once they really started to put the hammer on them, the crowd really took over, and you could hear the war chant, and it was getting loud as crazy. I think the announcers was as loud as the student body and everything. It was crazy. A great environment. Obviously, Alabama. I don't know about that coach, man. I don't know. I don't know
Nobody does.
I don't know if he's the guy. 4 losses against unranked teams, I think it was, and I think Saban had that his whole time at Alabama. So the jury's out on him, and I think the talent is not as good as what Saban had, and I think part of that's because of NIL, right? If you're able to pay for you don't just get guys coming to your school because you're Alabama. They can go anywhere they want as long as they get the check. So Alabama's got to switch it up.
Hey, everybody getting McDonald's bags now.
Exactly.
Everybody getting that McDonald's bag. So
everybody got challenges and gold chains.
Yeah, Mama got a new job. You know what I'm saying? But you got to figure it out. And Alabama, I don't know if they're going to be there at the end of the season. Florida State, they look really good. That offense looks really good, right? I think the way, Gus has come in there, switched it up. Thank God Norvell is not the OC, like calling the plays offensively, Larry, right? I think,
you still want him fired or no?
Yes, but I don't think he will because I think he was smart enough. Even though Larry and I were texting back and forth throughout the offseason, lost another player. They still got some talent, and the offense is different, and the quarterback looks really good running it. So, if it's like you can't beat him, join him, right? Get him on our team. So,
hey, Barry, I hate to interrupt you, but Trent Grisham just hit a grand slam. It's 6-0. Go ahead, bro.
Yes, I did. I saw it. I was watching it. That's why I
it.
was kind of rambling a little bit. Sorry about that.
Talk to me in like the eighth inning when it's
Yeah, when it's 6-5 and
when it's 6-5, because we can't hold it.
But no, Florida State's offense was really good, really sharp. The first time out, Notre Dame, Miami. I still have that catch in my head. What a freaking touchdown!
It was insane. It was a bad throw, good catch.
Good, yeah, exactly.
Just an awful throw by Beck. Good Lord.
Yeah.
It's Beck being overpaid, and that's what he does. That's who he is. So, honestly, I'm not surprised. But you know what? Shout out to them. They did some good things. They I think at the end of the day, they're gonna figure it out. Notre Dame, I think they got enough talent. That running back is really good. At the end of the day, though, you got to give Miami props at home. Took care of business. So all in all, really good week. And hey, I was at the UConn game. Not a big, football school, but a lot of fun being there. The environment. So college football is back. I love it.
You know what? I'll keep it short and sweet because I definitely want to give us enough time to start predicting week 2. But one of the major things that I've noticed looking at college football week 1, it's just nothing like football and out here, man. It's a beautiful thing. But curious, are we hitting the panic button on North Carolina?
I was just about to bring that up.
Colorado and
You want to
North
talk? You want to
Virginia?
talk about like bad coaching? It's like why was Dion keeping those 2 timeouts in his pocket?
Explain that to me.
That was really
That last sequence was terrible.
A
Hey,
minute
Chandler,
left.
you're on mute, buddy.
Taking
You're on mute, Chandler.
into the locker room. That's bad. That's bad coaching. I don't know what.
No, he talked about that, and the reality is he was trying to go tempo. He was trying to save the timeout. They thought they was, but there were a couple of bad plays. So at the end of it,
Yeah, the play calling was bad too. Yeah,
and that's the thing with the play calling that screwed up, because if the play calling had been correct, him having those 2 timeouts would have worked. There was a couple of bad play calls because I don't know if Fritz Shermer knows how to call plays for a dual threat quarterback. He's never really called plays for a dual threat quarterback. He's used to drop back quarterbacks, and they have a true Kate Salter is a dual threat quarterback. So I will put that on coaching, but I won't put it on Dion. North Carolina, 70 new players. Listen, I said I thought they would win. In my heart of hearts, game 2 serum, I said, yeah, they're probably gonna lose. But I really wanted them to win. This is why I told you I don't talk to me about gambling after the first 2 weeks, because then I start going with my heart instead of my head, and everything gonna be wrong. I told you. But no, let's listen. North Carolina, the next 3 games they have, they should win because they're against basically the little sisters of the poor. All right. Dion's next 3 games, they should win. Let's talk about when we get to game 5. Game 5 is going to be the pendulum swing for both of those schools.
But did you think North Carolina at home was going to win that game? Did you pick?
Did I want them to? Yes. Did I believe it? Absolutely not.
Okay, that's fair.
Dude, so
I mean, here's the thing. I expected a better showing.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, I did too. Yes.
I didn't. I think the players were so hyped. We all play sports. Sometimes you get so hyped, bro. You look like you undisciplined. You just trying so hard. You just screwing everything up. And the harder you try, the worse it get. That's what it looked like to me. Because if you look at the defense, they were rallying to the ball. They were missing tackles. They were getting to the ball, missing tackles. They were getting there, missing this, getting there, missing that.
It's just bad. You had North Carolina royalty in the building, and you played like that.
You had the great Lawrence Taylor in the building, bro.
Legend. He took his time out. Let me stop.
First game. Go ahead, Larry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that when it comes to Colorado, they'll be fine. Overall, that team looks way better. They definitely running the ball. Defense look way better. They'll be fine. They just got to clean up some of the, like you say, some.
And we just talked about this. They played a good Georgia Tech team.
Yes,
they didn't play like some also ran. They played a Georgia Tech team that might mess around and win the ACC. It's just again, once again, big ups to Colorado for playing a good team.
Yeah, they play in Colorado. They play good to me, right?
They play well.
This was the thing about UNC for me, right? Kind of like the Dion thing. You had Jordan in the building. You had LT in the building. These are high school kids. You got to remember, they still high school kids. It looked like they got the answer to the test, and they still was like, I don't know. Because they, like CJ, you said, they were in the right position, just missing on the tackle, right?
Yep.
But then y'all have heard me say it on this show, right? And Bill Belichick is actually doing good by his quarterback, because they pointed out the fact that this guy had never called his own plays. Never. Remember I said that's why I don't like Ohio State quarterbacks. I don't like Alabama quarterbacks, because when you get to the NFL, you cannot come to the line, come off, see what the play call is from your offensive coordinator, Go back to the line, step back off again. If he don't like it, he giving you the audible. When you get to the NFL, you have to go to the line, assess the defense, stick with the call or audible out of it, know what you're supposed to be doing. And for Bill Belichick to have a quarterback that had never, they literally said he never had even called a play in the huddle. That's a disservice. That's a disservice that they're doing to these quarterbacks.
Yes.
Here's my retort to that. Even though at the next level in the NFL, you gotta see it, call it yourself, and in this case, North Carolina's quarterback, seen it, called it. You still have to make the right throws. You still got to throw it right. You still got to.
But he has to learn, and Bill Belichick's letting him learn on the job. You learn on the job.
He's not going to be the starter when Max Johnson is going to be healthy this year. Max Johnson is Max Johnson's the truth. When Max Johnson gets in there, and that's why I say give it till game 5. I think by game 4, Max Johnson's going to be a full-time starter, and that kid is far better than Bill Lopez.
But Bill's teaching them how to be professionals, how to be professional football players. And like I said, he could have came in there and said, you know what, we're going to run the same old college thing that they've been used to and all this other stuff and blah, 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 like CK say. They could have did that. But Bill said, you know what, no, I'm going to teach them how to get them ready for when they get to the NFL. And that's the part that I liked about the game. And Bill said, you know what, you could tell he was frustrated because he didn't expect to get that bad whoop. But he said, you know what, y'all going to take these L's, y'all going to take these lumps, and y'all going to learn from it. Not, I'm going to baby y'all, I'm going to pacify y'all, I'm going to do all this stuff. He said, nope, you're gonna learn on the job. And if you take an L, if you take these lumps, you're going to learn for it, and you're all going to be better for it.
And TCU is no pushover, bro. TCU is a pretty good team.
They're a very good team.
Yeah, it's a good team.
Very good team.
A little Texas money don't hurt.
Tell them, hey, look, y'all think UNC spent some money. Y'all better go check that TCU money over there.
That's what I said. That little bit of Texas oil money don't hurt nobody, right?
A little bit. Like TCU, they got a little bit. It's like they you gotta remember what the C stands for in TCU. It's like the church got a little cash strapped at the moment. So it's like yeah, they got a little money, but the boys in Dallas down the street, SMU, they got the big money. And of course, like, look, my friend's daughter goes to Texas Tech. That place is like a country club. And Larry know is like Lubbock is a desert. And then you get on the Texas Tech campus, and it's green grass, beautiful trees. But the actual city of Lubbock is like tumbleweed, literal tumbleweeds. It's not like in the movies. Real tumbleweeds roll through the streets in Lubbock. But then like the campus, and they just starting to get that money out there too. It's crazy.
You hit a 2-hour dead zone with no cell phone signal going to Lubbock.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
That's how it's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it might as well be on Mars, dog. Like I'm telling you, like Lubbock is literally in the middle of nowhere.
2 hours,
bro.
2-hour dead zone. That's how it's in the middle.
Yeah, Larry, like once you get outside of Dallas, nothing till you get to Lubbock.
That's true. I just to Dallas. Yep.
So, with that being said, gentlemen, we are bringing back confidence picks for week 2. For those of you guys that are watching that are new, here's how this is going to work, man. We're going to give our 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 point play. The 5-point play is the game that we're most confident in. We are using the numbers and the odds on ESPN Bet. So if those of y'all that are watching want to follow along with us, be my guest. Each one of these guys are going to give their 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 pick, give a reason as to why. We're going to keep it pushing. We're going to do the same thing for the NFL a little bit later as we break that down week 1. But with that being said, Coach, this is your wheelhouse. I'm going to let you bat lead off, my guy.
All right, so we're going to do everybody's 5, everybody's 4, everybody's 3, like that. Okay. All right, so speaking of Texas, I'm going to go to my dear hometown, H-Town, Houston and Rice. The Bayou play for the Bayou Bucket. Larry knows all about this. Now, Rice actually played well last week. U of H, they're in transition. Something's going on in Third Ward with the Cougs. I'm not sure what. I'm looking at Rice plus 13.5. Hootie hoo, boys. Hootie hoo. Give me the house. Plus 13.5 against Houston. That is what I'm most confident in this week.
All right. Let me go and pull my sheet up real quick. You said I'm making sure I'm writing this down correctly this time. Man, we had some issues last year.
Oh, yeah. Rice plus 13.5. That means Rice is the underdog.
Yeah,
you gotta let him know because he was screwing us over sometimes.
I can't help that I can't remember that nonsense.
Let me see. Where's my? There it is. There's my sheet. Right, here we go. So he said, come on, computer, work with me. So he said Rice plus 13.5.
Mm-hmm.
13.5. All right. And that's Steve 5 point. All right. Villain, talk to me, man.
I got nothing. Come back to me.
Okay, cool. Larry, talk to me.
We doing 5-point picks, right?
Yes, sir.
The most confident. Confident, right?
Yes, sir.
Like I said, I'm gonna take this real easy. I'm gonna take Florida State over Eastern Texas A&M. I can't find the spread on it. I can't even find the spread on it.
Give me a second.
There's no line.
But I'm taking that one. That's the one I'm most confident in. We will be 2-0, Barry. 2-0.
Yes.
Florida State,
four games to bowl eligible. 4 more games to bowl eligible.
Yo, there's not even a line on that game.
Like,
hey, where do I find that at, bro? Where do I find that at?
Sir.
ESPN. Yeah, I'm on ESPN Bet, but I think I don't have the line on that.
I see it. I got it.
That one.
I got it.
We'll find it. This will be the non-ESPN Bet line.
So you want to do Florida State over?
Yes. Set your line. Yes.
Yeah, I don't even have a line on ESPN Bet. Am I going crazy?
There's not.
Yeah, there's no line.
Well, I'm in Texas.
So pick another game, Larry. Pick another game.
Pick another game, Larry.
Yeah, you gotta pick it.
Well, come back to me then. I'll pick another game.
I got one.
You're getting off to a bad start, Larry. Like, once again, I have to beg y'all.
Hey, look, I'll keep it. I'll keep it short and sweet.
Let's hoop. Let's get wild, man. Like, come on.
We talked about. I'm the long shot guy. Remember, Steve, Aaron called me out talking about I'm spitball. I'm not. I take risks.
Spitballing the joint.
But I'm taking. So I'm taking one because I didn't get a chance to look at this before the show. I'm gonna take. Put me down. I'm gonna keep it in the state. Put me down. I think that UT will destroy San Jose State coming off this L. Put me down for that one, and they will win by more than 52 points. How you like that now?
I like it. So who?
All right, I like it.
I like that now.
Who they play again?
Me.
They play in San Jose State, and they favor. The spread is what 36. They will win by 48.
Hold up. That game's on Saturday.
The spread is 36.5, and they will win by 36.8 points.
I'm sorry. What game is that? I'm lost.
Texas San Jose State.
Texas San Jose. Okay, got it.
UT. That is my what's called.
Oh God. Yeah, that's 30. The line is 36.5.
Yeah, and they will win by 83 points.
So Texas. You a fool, sir. CK, talk to me.
I'm trying to find the spread on it. It's Northwestern against Western Illinois.
Yeah, so there's not a line on that one. That's Friday's game.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I just saw it. Maryland and Northern Illinois.
Yeah.
I'm taking Northern Illinois not to lose by 18 points.
All right.
Nice.
So, that was one of my picks too. Good pick. So you got You got Northern Illinois plus
17.5. Yep. Actually, I might make this bet.
Yeah, I looked at that one too. Yeah, me too. I looked at that real hard. Yep.
Plus 17.5. Talk to me, Villain. Where'd you head at, bro?
You know what? I'm kind of. I have some games. I just think I have them out of order. But I think for me, the most confident, I'll take SMU minus 2.5 at home.
I'm not touching that.
I like that.
Who they playing?
They are playing. I just scroll right. Baylor. Baylor's a good team, but I think SMU at home. I'll a field goal. Give me a field goal.
I mean, do I want to take the layup and go Penn State versus Florida International?
I was thinking about it, but I was like, that's too much.
I mean, that's a layup.
Kind of bothers me.
But you know what I'm saying? To borrow a phrase from the coach, man, let's hoop for a minute. Yo, it's so bad. Ohio State and Georgia don't even have point line. They have spreads.
I got a 4-point when y'all gonna love.
Yeah, I'm battling between. I got 2 on my 4-point line, and I probably make my decision literally at the last second.
So check this out. I feel like living dangerously, man. Syracuse is favored by 6.5.
Guess who?
Ooh, baby.
Don't do it.
UConn.
Don't do it to me.
Do it. Take Syracuse, bro. Take Syracuse.
I'm going with Syracuse.
Orange.
I'm going to Orange.
Screw you. No, I had that game on my radar too.
So 6.5. I gotta change the spelling and everything. I'm not messing with Penn State this week because that's just not fun. You know what? Texas A&M, Utah State. Texas A&M is favored by 31.5. I'm gonna take Utah State to cover. So Utah State minus 31.5.
I like
plus
that.
31.5, you mean, right?
Plus 30,
yeah.
Is this a 4-point one?
Yeah.
And Utah State, Texas A&M. You taking Utah State, right?
Yeah, plus 31.5.
Okay.
Yeah. CK, actually, Villain, talk to me real quick.
Take that one.
Next time, everybody should just go through all their picks. Want to just go right down the game.
Nah, let's because I need a little time, bro. Let's
Fine.
I mean, Aaron did tell us at the last minute we was doing this.
I did tell you like
I know. He's like right before the show goes, hey, remember conference picks? We're gonna do that.
Yeah, bro. Like, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. For my 4-point play, give me the road favorite. Give me West Virginia minus 3.5 against Ohio.
I like that. 3.5. Okay. All right.
So West Virginia minus 3.5.
I got you.
Up 3.5 points and still win the game.
I got you.
All
Coach,
right.
talk to me. Where's your head at, Big Dog?
All right, so I'm going to ask a question. Do we have to do spreads? Because I got an over-under that I want to lay on y'all real quick.
Okay.
I mean, we haven't, but I mean, we can. I mean, ain't no law that said we can't.
Because there will be an offensive uprising. When these two teams play, the score is usually like 11-9, 17-13, things of that nature. But this year, in the Cyhawk game, Iowa and Iowa State, they are going over 41.5.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, no, you must be wrong.
Don't do it to yourself.
They'll never break 40. Hell no.
They are going over 41.5, baby. They are lighting the scoreboard up in Ainsley.
5 years ago.
You said Iowa State?
Over 41.5. Book it.
Bro, don't do it to yourself.
This is for entertainment purpose only, baby. Like, this is entertaining. You're making it.
Do not bet what we say. But if the shit happen, we're gonna tell you should have put your money down.
What I say, because I'm right.
Oh my Lord. All right, who's left? CK, talk to me.
Okay, can I make you 4, 3, 2, 1?
Yeah, we're on 4 right now, sir.
Okay, 4. UAB will not lose by 21.5 points to Navy.
So UAB plus it's 21.5?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oklahoma State will not lose to Oregon.
Wait, CK. Wait, we
He
doing
running.
4.
He running.
Are you gonna run all yours down now? Go ahead.
Yes. Okay. 3-point. Oklahoma State will not lose to Oregon by more than 28 points. It's 28.5 plus.
So Oklahoma plus what?
Oklahoma State and Oregon.
OSU.
Okay. All right. Oklahoma State.
And then the 2, San Jose State against Texas. I'm taking San Jose State to not lose by 37 points.
No way. This is going to be the victim frustration game, and it's going to be so lopsided.
Hold on a second. So you got San Jose State plus.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. All right. And my last one is Utah State against Texas A&M. They will not lose by. It's up 31.5 is the plus sign.
Yeah.
I'm taking Utah State.
Utah State, huh? Okay.
Yep. I'm actually betting that, by the way.
What's the line there?
31.5.
31.5, got it. So plus 31.5, got it. All right, Larry, go back to you real quick. We need your 4-point play, sir.
Okay, so for my 4-point play, I want this one out of pure hatred. Pure hatred. Pure. When I say pure hatred, Steve, you my brother. My brother, you know where I'm going with this, bro. I want to take Michigan. They the under. They under 5.5, but I'm taking Michigan. I want to see Oklahoma lose every game. Every game.
Correct.
Michigan will win that game, bro.
Michigan.
Pure hatred. Pure hatred.
What's the line on
Michigan
that
will
one?
win that game.
5.5?
No, it's 5.5. They
5.5.
They underdog 5.5. They will go to Norman, and there'll be a whole lot of tears in Norman.
Bryce Under was the truth, bro. People don't know.
Mateer looked really good too, but I mean they were playing.
I'm gonna mess with that game too.
But Mateer looked pretty good though.
Hey, why you playing around, man? Harbaugh left, but it's a lot of 5-star recruits over there, and that cupboard ain't bad.
Sharon Moore can recruit. Sharon Moore can recruit.
Yeah, that's not a people just
and
rank them
Larry
low 'cause they
Ellison
don't
know how to
like
write a check. Too, so.
Yeah, he is.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, look, hey, and you get to play in Jordan gear, you know all this good stuff, you know.
All right, cool. Coach, where's your head at, bro?
Okay, so see, I don't do just 5 games. I literally write like 10, 12 games down and then just kind of like pick them out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what I want to go. So I've already did my 4-point pick. 3-point pick, I am looking at, you know what? USF played really well against Boise State. A team that a lot of people think is going to be like,
that quarterback in USF's team?
Yes.
That quarterback, bro.
So I will say, yeah, give me USF plus a 17.5 versus Florida. Let's go.
Oh boy. So you said so what?
USF, the University of South Florida. The Bulls. They play in Tampa. It's plus 17.5. That means I think they will not lose by more than 17.5 points.
Good to go.
I like that pick, Steve. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Villain, talk to me.
All right, so I'm going to give you my 3, 2, and 1 because I just want to get through this. All right, number 3. Listen, we got to go. We'll be doing this all night. I got better things to do. My draft is over. I think I did pretty well.
Man, you don't say that when you're on the wrestling show. You be wide awake. He be up here looking at all these female wrestlers wide awake, stayed up to 11 o'clock at night. So tonight.
Why my man trying to put you on glass like that though?
Don't do it tonight, bro.
I know. Don't
do
you
it
have
tonight.
To do? Don't
turn to NXT, man. It'll get your blood flowing, and you'll be wide.
You texted me. I didn't text you. You texted me. Right? Be clear. All right. You like, ooh, Lash Legend. Ooh,
man.
Very good. And I said, Miss Parker.
Miss Parker. Shout out to Jay Uso.
Right.
Jada.
You're right.
Shout out to Jay Uso. Diabolical.
Jeez.
All right, so my 3. I hate doing this, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I know they're not gonna win. Nobody wins this game by more than 3 points, and so this is a sucker bet. So, but I'm gonna do it this time. Iowa State minus 3.5 at home. Give me that game. Nobody wins that game by more than 3 points. You could be blown up. They'll still lose the game 24-21. It doesn't matter, right?
Iowa State minus 3.5.
Iowa State minus 3.5.
Got it.
34-31, baby.
Yes.
I mean, that's Eclipses is 41.5.
The Eclipses is 40. I'm not doing that.
We both can win this, Barry. We just have to believe, brother. We both can get to what we're trying to get to, brother. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we can do it. We can do it together. All right. Give me for my number 2. I don't care what you say. Give me UConn plus 6.5 against Syracuse because I'm taking it to basketball. I hate Syracuse. I love my nephew, but he's a big Syracuse fan. He broke my heart years ago. That doesn't matter. I always hate Syracuse. My first college football game was UConn Syracuse. I'm going back to that. Plus 6.5. I was impressed with what I saw. Maybe I'm feeling the hype, drinking the Kool-Aid. I don't care. UConn plus 6.5. That means I think they will win or not lose by more than 6.5 points. I think they'll actually win the game. I don't know. Who cares? And then my number 1, give me Michigan State minus 3.5 at home against Boston College. Give me that game.
Bro,
I think
Barry, don't do it. Barry, do not do it to yourself.
That's tough.
It's only 1 point, bro.
Okay, all right.
Only the one
State's gonna lose.
Minus 3.5. Right,
I'm not as confident. But it was either that or Oregon minus 28.5, and I didn't really want to do that. So I was like, you know what? I'll play with a little fire. Give me Michigan State minus 3.5. I was impressed their first game. I liked what I saw in their first game.
They didn't play anybody their first game.
Okay.
Now Boston College is gonna beat Michigan State, bro.
Well, make that one of your pick. You
I know. Make that one of your.
It didn't come up as I was scrolling. If it came up, I would have picked it.
You're confident.
Let me do this.
Bonus pick. I'm taking Boston College over Michigan State.
You said bonus pick.
We ain't got no bonus pick. You get 0 points.
No, that's for the people out there. That's for the people out there. Bonus pick. Take Boston College.
Well, you know what? The people like to gamble too. You know what I mean? So we don't have a sponsorship with any of these.
We do not.
We work on that.
Not yet. So I mean, we ain't even going to shout them out. But if you do, whatever gambling site that you frequent, Unc said Boston College plus 3.5.
Boston College.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. So my 3-point pick, I'm just gonna run it down like the rest of you guys did because that makes the most sense. I really want to mess around with this Cincinnati Bowling Green.
That's gonna be a good game, bro.
Cincinnati's favored by 21.5.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
not.
I think Bowling Green.
Take that Mac. Take the Mac, bro. Take that Mac.
Bowling Green points.
Big Mac.
And their line is 21.5. So
absolutely not.
Plus 21.5. I'm not doing that. My 2-point play. Where is it at? Michigan, Oklahoma. I hate that I'm gonna do this. Oklahoma's favored by 5.5. They're on the road. They're at home. Excuse me. Give me Oklahoma plus the 5.5. So Oklahoma. I know. I'm sorry, gentlemen. My Penn State blood would not allow me to pick the other school. I just can't do it.
Yeah, I can't pick them.
No. My 1-point play. Y'all know I'm from Pittsburgh, man. Pittsburgh is playing Central Michigan. Pitt is favored by 22.5.
Don't do it to yourself. Take Central Michigan so you win the game and get the points.
They beat
You're
the
going to win the game. You're going to win the game. You're not going to win by that point.
But they beat the brakes off of whom? The team on the hill? Yeah. All
right, bro. All right.
Iowa State, that is 3.5.
Bro, take Central Michigan. This way you win the game and you still win.
Well, check this out. I'm really about to shock the world here. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
You overthinking.
James Madison is playing Louisville.
I was gonna pick that Friday. Game. Yes, tell me you pick Louisville. Tell me you take Louisville.
I'm taking James Madison. I'm taking JMU.
Nice.
To win? To win?
JMU.
To win.
Yeah.
To win.
Yep.
Okay.
The line is 14.5. I live out here. Shout out to the JMU. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna ask you one more time. Are you picking James Madison to win that game?
Yes, I am.
Okay, bro.
That's it.
All right, bro.
That's it.
I like it.
Yeah,
okay. All right. So
let's hoop. Coach,
so
talk to me, bro.
So then I guess let's see. So my 2 point, I will go with of course, just for your reason. I can never pick them to do anything positive. So I'm gonna go Michigan plus 5.5 for my 2 point. And for my 1 point, look, guys, I've talked all summer about a team, a little team that plays in Charlottesville, Virginia. The mighty Cavaliers of Virginia.
Yeah,
I believe in you boys. Look, I know y'all listen to the show. I believe in you boys. I got in on the over for wins. Y'all are 1-0. Y'all just need to win 5 more games, boys. 5 more. NC State is ripe for the picking. They NC State. NC State always do NC State stuff, man. Y'all go in there and y'all play hard, clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. The road to 6, but keeps on going, baby. Give me UVA plus 2.5.
2.5.
Okay.
I like it.
Wait, now plus is the underdog or the favorite?
Plus 2.5 means they are the underdog.
They are the underdog. Okay. North Carolina State is favored by a field goal.
Okay.
Larry, give me your 3, 2, 1, bro.
Dude, y'all know I'm in Texas, right?
You mentioned
we never do that, Larry. We never do that.
Okay, so it's a little difficult for me over here right at this very moment.
Oh, that's right, because you got the restrictions.
I got the restrictions on me, man. So I can't even
ESPN app to go to scores underneath a lot of the games that give you the line.
It ain't even giving me a lot of the lines, bro. That's what I'm telling you, man. Look, dude,
that stinks.
Dude, I'm having to do a little digging in here, man. So you gotta bear with me.
So just pick who you think gonna win.
You know what?
Yeah, do that, and we'll tell you what the line is. I'll tell you.
Okay, so I'm gonna ride with my favorite basketball team, bro. I'm gonna take because I can't see the line on that one.
I'm on my 3-point play. Basketball team, the Knicks.
No, I'm a basketball team, bro. I'm gonna take Duke, and I'm gonna take them to beat Illinois.
All right, so
God.
2.5.
Yeah, 2.5. So you got underdog. Duke plus 2.5.
Yep.
I'm gonna love being on top of this thing after y'all done.
At home.
2.5.
Dude, the line is only 2.5, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care. You gonna lose.
All right. Now I need my 2-point play, right?
Yeah, your 2 and your 1.
My 2 and my 1. Let me see real quick. For my 2-point play, I'm gonna take Texas State. They play UTSA.
That should actually be a good game.
It really should. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For my 1-point play, the game that I want to take is not on ESPN, but I found the line. Can I put a line in that's not on ESPN?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. What was your 2-point play? I'm sorry.
I'm taking Texas State.
Okay. And what's the line there?
What was it? 4.5. Well, UTSA is supposed to lose by 4.5. I think Texas State beat them by a touchdown.
So you got Texas State plus 4.5?
Yeah. Texas State plus 4.5.
What's your 1-point play?
So I actually had to go on the Vegas Insider to find my 1-point play. I don't know if y'all saw this boy, man, but Bond for Alabama State. I want to take Alabama State over Southern. If the line is one, the line is 1.5 for Southern, but I'm taking Alabama State.
Alabama State, yeah, that's gonna be a good game.
That's
Alabama State +1.
Southern is the favorite by 1.5, but I'm taking Alabama State. I'm taking Alabama State, bro. Hey, TSU transfer. That boy Bond was balling. Y'all know I like to take an HBU game. My picks, but I think that's going to be a really, really good game. Hopefully, we can start getting some more of these HBU games on some good networks so we can watch them. But yeah, I think that's
they come on. They usually come on weird times, like on ESPN2 and ESPNU and so that. But they're on because
especially late. They'll late.
They'll throw.
No, they got a couple of channels.
They'll have Alabama State and Grambling. They'll have that game start at 9:30.
Yeah, well, Steve, out here, they play on. I want to say they play on C-Dub out here, and it's another channel that they actually show the games on. But of course, they pick 2, and you got like 30, so they pick 2. So hopefully, we could be able to see that game. But I think that's going to be a really good game, bro.
Hey, Sirius, can I do a quick PSA?
Talk to me.
Listen, this is all fun and games. We talk about gambling and everything. If you choose to gamble, please do not gamble with your heart. Try to do your research and gamble off the facts. If you constantly pick the team you love, usually you'll lose. So just be careful out there.
They talk about it. That's why.
And gamble responsibly too.
There you go.
And gamble with everything that CK saved good money on.
I did. It's called.
If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800.
It's not responsible wagering. It's called gambling for a reason, boys. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Let it ride.
If you have a gambling problem, please seek help.
All seriousness, if you can't afford to lose it, don't bet.
No. Real quick, if I can jump in here. My wife tells this story all the time about we have the beautiful Rivers Casino here in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
If you boys ever make a way up to Pittsburgh, we'll have to go to the Rivers. It's amazing. But she said she saw a lady at the slot machine with an envelope that said rent on it.
Yep.
Don't do it.
And she's feeding bills into the slot machine.
Yeah.
If that's you, 1-800-GAMBLER.
That's it.
Is the number to call.
That's it.
Okay. I joke and we all laugh and joke and stuff like that, but it's like, look, man, there's some people who are in the weeds with this stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like it's terrible. It takes you down a dark road, stuff like that. We do this just for jokes and giggles and stuff like that. But man, yeah, good PSA there, CK, because it's all fun and games with this people.
Wait a minute, I said the 1-800-GAMBLER.
Yes.
Oh God.
Thank you, Barry, for bringing this all up. You want some credit, bro? There you go.
Thank you, Unc.
Thank you, Bill.
Leave Barry alone,
for bringing that up. Appreciate it.
He drafted his kicker right now. Leave him alone, man.
I finished my draft. So let's get to the NFL and talk about how the Cowboys just failed.
All right, so
5 years.
With that being said, gentlemen, NFL season officially starts on Thursday. The Philadelphia Eagles take the field versus the division rival and the Dallas Cowboys. We can spend the next couple days just talking about storylines and things of that nature in the NFL, man. But we were off the air last week during our fantasy football draft, and the news subsequently broke that Micah Parsons was subsequently traded to the Green Bay Packers. And come to find out that he's getting shots in his back and all sorts of stuff to potentially play on Sunday. So I'm not gonna ask the question, did the Dallas Cowboys dodge a bullet or anything like that by not paying him, because that's stupid. But talk to me, man. This Micah Parsons thing is weird, it's dumb, and if you want to parlay that and anything else you're looking forward to week 1, be my guest, Vullen. You know what I'm saying? Where'd your head at, bro?
Dude, I feel bad. I feel bad for Cowboys fans. I really do.
Do you know?
Do you really? Do I really?
Do you know?
No, he don't. No, he don't.
Listen. If you or someone you love is someone or you have a friend or family member that's a Cowboy fan, please check in on.
Or Dallas fans. Dallas. They traded Lucas.
Barry,
if you're
I hate
a Cowboy
to say it, man,
fan,
but my mom was a Cowboys fan.
check in on them. It's a dark time for them. I checked in on my brother. I checked in on my cousin. To make sure they're okay. They're okay. They're dealing with it. I thought the Giants were stupid for letting Saquon go for nothing. But I mean, how do you trade a guy and think you won the trade?
Well, the stupidness of Jerry Jones never ceased to amaze me.
Like then the press conference with Michael Parsons.
Yep.
Talking about Michael Parsons the whole time that we couldn't. Now you want to talk about how you couldn't stop the run before. He's great generational talent. You're gonna make him the highest paid player. Then you trade him. Oh, we're a better team without him. Like, dude, make up your mind. Do you live at home or at a nursing home? Like, which one is it, dude? Like, give me a break. The guy, he's destroying the Cowboys. I mean, it's all about him and his vanity, and I really feel bad for Cowboys fans because they didn't do anything wrong. They're jerks. They think this is their year, but they don't put the team together. They don't really sign up for they don't sign these guys, and it's ridiculous what they do to them. But the Packers, I think it's one interesting line I heard. If you're betting on futures, I think Jordan Love as an MVP might sound pretty good because Micah Parsons is going to make it a lot easier for that guy. Quarterbacks always win the awards, so that's a nice long shot pick after the trade, right? The lines move, the numbers move, but that's a good pick for you right there. But I mean, the Cowboys are a joke. They've always been. I said it before. I said they should have traded Micah Parsons. We got views on that on all the socials, and I people looked at me like I was crazy. So the Cowboys need to trade him, and I just because he's a distraction. Micah Parsons is a distraction, and I think laying on the table was the last straw. Like, you couldn't go into the game in a couple days on a Thursday night with that guy still in the team if you weren't going to sign him. And it didn't look like they were going to sign him. So after that fiasco, I've never seen I've seen some crazy stuff. I've seen, Unk's team. I've seen Mark Sanchez eating a hot dog on the sideline. I've never seen a guy laying on the table. Like,
dude was lounging.
It wasn't even lounging. It's worse than lounging. It was embarrassing. And, as much, not as leverage, but as much as you had really like the favor of the fans and like, dude, just sign this guy, you really flipped it on its ear and really showed yourself, showed your backside and really embarrassed yourself on the field at that point, to the point where they had to get rid of you. And I guess it was.
Well, I mean, hold on a second. I'm not gonna put that on Micah Parsons. I just can't.
I am.
I can't because
everything he did was right. You came out and said, okay, you're going to give me a contract, make me the highest paid player, but can you please talk to my agent? We talked about it, Larry, you, Sirius, we all talked about it. Like, how do you not go and talk to this guy's agent? Right. How do you just make a deal but then everything, every week, every day, it manifested to this point. You were in the right. All you asked him to do was have respect for me and have respect for my representation, have respect for my agent. And then you go out in the last game and you just
Hey Bear, this was the funny part about it. He said he didn't know who the agent was. His agent is the same as Pickens that you just traded for. So how do you trade for a guy that you don't even know who his agent is?
This is how Barry, you make my head hurt sometimes with the nonsense. You make my head hurt.
Why?
You really do. Oh, it's disrespect. Listen, this man has disrespected him the entire time. So exactly how is it embarrassing? Well, you know what? I'm gonna show you who you dealing with.
No, because
let me finish.
No,
man.
but no,
because fans do this all the time.
Hang on.
You act like these guys are human beings.
No, dude, listen. Let me finish my point, and then you can go hard. You can go as hard as you want to, right? But my thing is he was in the right the whole time. Why would you have to embarrass yourself to make a point?
Why he embarrass himself, Barry?
Like looking like a clown, dude.
He looked
Like
like
looking
a clown.
like a clown on the sideline, lounging.
According to why did he look like a clown?
During a game? Dude, it's bad enough I gotta hear you every week on your podcast. I don't care about your damn podcast. Go play football. That's why you're a problem in Dallas. That's why Dallas is a problem in general. The biggest star has his own podcast, the owner. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have risen above that and made Jerry look like the idiot. Now you made Jerry justified by trading you because you look like a bum on the sideline. That's all I'll say about it.
How do you look like a bum? See, this is what. Okay, let me try to.
Serious, bring up the picture, please. Bring up the picture.
I hate fans. This is why I hate fans. Because fans immediately try to find a reason to justify the player being wrong.
I'm not saying he's wrong.
I didn't say you specifically. I said fans.
All right. Okay. All right. I'll
okay. I said fans because Jerry Jones called this man to an office under the guise of I want to talk about leadership, and it spun it into I'm gonna browbeat you into a contract. I'm going to have you in here without your representation and try to force you into something. Then I'm going to call you a liar. I'm going to denigrate you. I'm going to smear your name. But I have to rise above it. No, I don't. See, that's the nonsense about when they go low, we go high. F that. When you go low, I'm going lower. Okay? This is why, you know what? I'm about to spin into another thing, but I'm going to say this and I'm going to bring it right back. This is why we can't get ahead. Because everybody want to keep trying to take the high road. I ain't got time for the high road when you're on the low road, bro. I'm going to meet you on the low road. All right? Matter of fact, I'm going to dig up under the low road and come up and get you. Micah Parsons did exactly what he needed to do to force Jerry Jones to do something. Either sign me or trade me, because otherwise I'm going to show you my natural black behind. That's not embarrassing. That's negotiation with an NFLPA, by the way, who hung him out to dry because the owner violated the CBA at every turn in this negotiation. Where was the NFLPA? Nowhere to be found. So he did what he had to do. That's not embarrassing. That's a negotiation tactic. Just like Jerry Jones going on Good Morning America, Entertainment Tonight, Hulu, Netflix, and everywhere else, smearing this young man's name. But it's embarrassing for him? No, it's embarrassing for that billionaire to say, I tried to browbeat a 25-year-old. I locked him in my office and said, sign this. But the fans want to say, oh, he shouldn't have done that. Really? What is he supposed to do? What is he supposed to do? His union failed him. His union failed him. His teammate failed him. The other players in his league failed him. So he did the only thing he could. But every time a player fights back against the system, well, he didn't have to do it like that. How the hell are they supposed to do it when they have no one fighting for them? How are they supposed to do it? Oh, and by the way, he has a bad back, so he's on the training table. Where else is he supposed to be if you got a bad back? I'm just asking the question.
So here is my retort.
Nobody knew he had a bad back.
He's been talking about his back for 3 weeks. That's why he wasn't practicing. He told me, and by the way, he's about to get an epidural to play in his game coming up.
Here is my retort. Okay. And, far be it from me to argue with how an owner and or another individual decides to spend their bread. But I've been on Micah Parsons' side this whole time, and I think he's perfectly correct. You have an owner that has drug you, to Chandler's point, up and down Dallas on every talk show, every time somebody sticks a microphone in his face. And the picture that we're looking at now, he irons folded, he's had enough. I don't necessarily think that was him kind of sticking it to anybody or this, that, and the third. I figured he was just lounging and chilling or whatever the case may be. But the disrespect from Jerry Jones with Micah Parsons is so significantly deep, to the point where even in his exit press conference, to your point, villain, he called him Michael. Like, he didn't give it. He didn't care about this man. He didn't want to sign this man. Now again, we could talk business side. Whatever. Should he have traded him? Should he not have traded him? This, that, and the third. But you don't disrespect your employees like that, and then expect them to, be cool. All five of us sitting here are businessmen. We all have jobs. We all have things that we got to do to provide for our family and loved ones and whatever the case may be. But the one thing we will never tolerate is disrespect. We won't tolerate that. And so when Jerry decided to go the route that he took, not one time that Micah Parsons go to the media and smear Jerry Jones. Not one time did he go to a press conference or jump on his podcast. Nothing. As a matter of fact, he was on Jordan Love's podcast before this thing even broke and downplayed the fact that, hey, I may end up joining Green Bay because the question was asked, to Jordan Love, who you want to be added to your team to make your team better. We seen the clip floating around now. So Micah Parsons has taken the high road and not said anything, and now he's to blame because he's laying on a table here. I kind of don't see where that makes sense to me. But Larry, talk to me, man. Where's your head at, bro?
Man, I'm taking a different route, right? And I'm gonna put this out for y'all, right? Like I said, I like to put stuff on your brain, right? You remember seeing Strata Compton when Jerry Heller, surprisingly son of the Jerry, tried to offer Ice Cube and say, "Here, take this check, but sign this contract." I watched I don't want to mess his name up, but I watched Micah Parsons' agent on First Take this morning, right? Jerry tried to offer him a contract that was front loaded with no guarantees after the first year. That sounds like the deal that Ice Cube was offered. Here, take this check. Here's a lot of money. But Jerry wanted to front load it. So then after 2 or 3 years, he can get rid of you, right? And then these are the reasons why you either have to have somebody who's experienced in contracts, or you have to have somebody who knows contracts, but somebody who knows where the market is going. Because we all know yesterday's price ain't today's price, right? And when he started breaking it down about, these contracts, and we've seen NFL contracts, you see them sign that first page, but that contract is actually about 45, 50, 60 pages long. It's pretty big. Micah Parsons, that's not his job to know that contract and to make sure that everything in there has his best interest in mind, right? And like I said, when he was breaking down, he was like, yeah, Jerry would have made him the highest paid player today at 40. It was like 40. He said it was like 40.5 million. But today's price at 40.5 million and it's front loaded. By the time he gets to that contract, that number might be at 60, 70 million. And how far off is Michael Parsons would have probably ended up leaving? He said in between 60 to 70 million on the table if he had took Jerry's deal. That's what you pay that agent for. That's what you pay that guy for, right? But I'm gonna spin this a little bit different. It's gonna be my final thing about Michael Parsons, right? Well, CK, you a New York guy. Bear, you a New York guy. Did y'all ever hear about the story about the
New York guy? I'm not a New York guy.
Well, New York adjacent. New York adjacent.
I gotta make sure because Chandler gets mad at me.
My bad. You are the area. Area. You got the zip code or the zone, whatever. But I'm gonna say this, right? Y'all ever seen the story about the mobster Chin Chigante? You know what he used to do? He used to walk around in the road, act like he senile, act like he don't know nothing, act like he dumb. Meanwhile, this dude is a mastermind behind the mob. So you see Michael Parsons laying on the table. He might be having some little antics that you see him doing at practice. He never did say nothing, but you can see his little antics. Meanwhile, he got a plan the whole time, just like Chin. Y'all thinking something wrong with this dude? He doing these antics, and he got a plan. Because you know what was the first thing he did when he got all this guaranteed money?
He retired his mama.
He retired his mama. That boy had a plan, man. You might have seen him laying on that table, and the whole time he thinking to myself, I'm about to get this $120-something million guaranteed. He probably said, Mama, hey, look, I know I done made millions, because he could have been retired his mama. Because he been in the league for a little minute. He done made a couple of mil. He probably said, you know what, Mama? When I get this guaranteed money, that's when you go to what your job, what they can do with it. Because he got guarantees all the way. He got a guarantee all the way up to the 5th year that will even pay him for being a linebacker too. People sit up and thought that this dude was doing all these antics, making it seem like, oh, Michael Parsons on this podcast. Michael Parsons this. Michael Parsons probably been planning to retire his mama for 4 years. Michael Parsons probably been planning whatever he been planning to do for the past 4 years, and people probably looking at him, oh, well, he says stuff on his podcast and all this other stuff. Meanwhile, he making people think just like Chin that he's crazy. He's doing all this other stuff, and he got a plan. Yeah. He got a plan in place. So I applaud that, dude. I applaud. Look, I love my mama, and I would love the day that I could say, Mama, look, you no longer have to work again. Anybody in their right mind who love their parents would love to be able to do that. But you see these guys and they go broke all the time. You see these guys that get in bad investments, or they misread the contract. It was front loaded. They already spent that money. Now they don't got it. But he did it the right way to where now, like I said, he can retire his mama. And hey, my head's off for him, bro. My head's off to him. And you know, I hate to say that we talk about mamas because my mama's a Cowboys fan, and so is my brother. And it's a painful part of my family. But hey, look, I love them both. But they Cowboys fans too. But like I say, at the end of the day, that's the part that I love about all this and the whole outcome of it.
All right, so check this out. Coach, talk to me, man. You want to talk about this? You just want to start talking picks? Where'd you hear that?
No, I think y'all covered it pretty well. Just want to throw this out here. Like, I want to talk about the Packers side of this that people aren't like talking about. This makes the Packers a much better team. A team that I already had high expectations for. Now I think they win the NFC North. Now, I think this is the type of deal that swings the pendulum that far in their favor. This is a defense that needed that anchor in the middle, that it needed like that pass rush, because one of the things that killed the Packers last year was inability to get pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah.
So then now you go out and you get a top-notch, one of the best pass rushers in the league in a division where you play the Lions twice, you're going to play the Vikings twice, and you're going to play the Bears twice. 3 teams within your division that are going to throw the ball a whole lot. So it's like, I think nobody's really talking a whole lot about the Packers side of this. Everybody wants to laugh at the Cowboys. And hey, look, I want to laugh at the Cowboys too. But I feel like what's getting lost in translation is the Packers made a really good deal that instantly makes them a contender, and that instantly makes them, like I said, I had the Vikings winning the NFC North before this deal. Now I have the Packers winning the division. So
I'm sorry, you had the Vikings winning the North with JJ McCarthy.
Yeah,
they got a good team.
Yes.
They can fumble their way into it. Hey, Steve, I'll say this dude, that Packers defense, people forgot they didn't have to give up Rashawn Gary. They didn't have to give him up to get Parsons. That's gonna be a scary duo, bro.
Yeah. The only problem with for me is, well, the good part for the Packers is they do get a pass rusher the caliber of Micah Parsons, and they only had to give up a 30-year-old defensive tackle in Clark, who's good, but 30 years old, so you can replace him at some point. And you only had to give up picks that are most likely in the back half of the first round. So, I mean, the value is already there. But I'll push back on you, Steve, with one point. The Lions don't throw it as much as you think. They're a running team. And what's Micah Parsons' kryptonite? Running right at them.
Mm-hmm.
With big linemen.
With big linemen. That's the only pushback I'll give you. But to your point, it is an upgrade for the Packers, and it's a win now mentality in Green Bay.
Yeah. With that being,
I'll even say this. Hey, serious, and you think I'm lying? I was reading today about how the Packers are breaking the norm because this is not a typical Packers trade.
They've done it 3 times.
You got to do that.
They've done it 3 times. They've done it 3 times.
Well, the trade.
I'm talking about under this regime. Under this regime, they've been more about
building. They've done it 3 times. They had a 27-year-old quarterback acquired a premier rusher and just so happened to win the Super Bowl.
But they didn't trade for him. They free agency.
Reggie White came in with Brett Favre.
Yeah, but they signed him. They didn't trade for
regime. Yeah, that was yeah.
So I mean, this blueprint has happened for the Packers. I'm not saying they're going to win the Super Bowl. We'll have that conversation the other day. But let's get these picks in, man. Same concept. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Villain, you want to give me all 5? Talk it. Let's go, buddy.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's start. My number 5. Give me the Eagles -7.5 against the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys. All right. I don't think even with Micah Parsons, I don't think they can stop the run against the Eagles. I think Barkley runs all over them. So that's my number 5. Give me, my number 4 pick. I'll take the Bucks road favorites. Give me -2.5 on the road against the Falcons. I think the Falcons are being improved this year. I think the Bucks are a good team that not a lot of people are talking about. So give me the Bucks -2.5. That means I think they'll win, right, by more than 2.5.
Remember my field goal plus.
Yeah. So my number 3. Give me. You know what? I was going back and forth on this one. Wasn't sure where I would go, but I will go the home favorites. Give me the Patriots -2.5 against the Raiders. I think the running game in New England with May is going to be improved. I like that rookie that they got out there. So
he's going to be a beast.
Get a nice win on the road at home first game, and then we'll see what happens after that. Number 2, second, 2 confidence, whatever.
Yeah.
Give me another road favorite. Give me the Bengals -4.5 against the Browns. Not sure what to get the Browns.
-4.5.
Yeah, -4.5. That's what I see in the interwebs. Gotcha. But you know what? I think the Bengals are going to score points against that Browns team. I've been fooled before. It's usually a tough game with those two teams, but I'm just not sure about the Browns. I don't know if they're going to score enough points with Bro Flacco out there. So give me the Bengals -4.5. And then my one confidence, I had to pick underdog. So give me a road underdog, the Dolphins +1.5 against the Colts. I think the Dolphins will win that game. I'm a little bullish on that one just because I didn't like entirely what I saw from the Dolphins. But when you name Daniel Jones your starter, you kind of deserve this. So give me the Dolphins +1.5.
I ain't mad at you. Coach, talk to me, man. Where's your head up?
All right. So,
run it down, buddy.
So my 5 confidence, look, I'm riding with my guys. Give me the Texans +2.5 versus the Rams. Matt Stafford is not well, everybody.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And Matt Stafford's one hit away from it maybe being curtains for him. Because he's doing all this stuff. He's getting, hyperbaric chambers and all kind of Matt Stafford isn't well. And if Will Anderson gets a hold of him one good time, it might be over with for Matt Stafford. And then I think the Texans are a good team and they'll build on what they had last year. The offensive line looked better as the preseason went on, so that's a big plus for me. Mm-hmm. My number 4 pick, I like Miami +1.5. Just cause, screw the Colts. So let's see. Number 3 pick, I like the Browns +4.5 because when these two teams play, I know it's the old cliche, throw everything out the window. It's the Battle of Ohio. These two teams always tend to play each other close. I could see Cincy winning the game, but I could see them winning 20-17. So that's just I'll go that. Also, I like the Raiders +2.5. I like what the Raiders are doing out there. I think me, you, and everybody else will be talking a whole lot about what Ashton Genty does in this game. I think he is going to hit the ground running, literally. Again, you talk about teams that like to run the ball. Pete Carroll is Mr. Run the ball, except for that one time in the Super Bowl, but we won't talk about that. And for my number one pick, the pick that I have the least confidence in, I am only picking this because it would be the most hilarious outcome of the week. We get the season started. The champ usually plays kind of wishy-washy in this game. Yes, I am picking the Dallas Cowboys plus 7.5. There we go.
Did you just take most of my picks and flip them? Is that what you're doing?
Kick Steve
I went
off
all
the show.
underdogs. I went all
Kick
dogs.
Steve.
He went all dogs.
All dogs.
How dare you, being from Houston, pick the Cowboys to win anything?
All dogs.
I know. What's wrong with you?
All dogs.
I like
Well,
it.
I don't think he picked them to win. I think he picked. He's going to take.
I picked them to
right?
cover the 7.5. Did not
Oh,
pick them to win.
oh yeah. So they lose by 2.5. Yeah, we got it. We got it.
Lose by field goal. Lose by field goal. Larry, talk to me. Where'd you have that, bro?
Man, you know what? I was trying to stick with my heart, but I think my most confident pick, I'm gonna take the Cardinals 6.5, just because the Saints stink to high heavens, and I know Midler Ratliff is gonna throw at least 3 interceptions.
Yes, that line 6.5.
Yeah, 6.5.
You think they'll want Jameis Winston back?
Dude, right about now they'll take anybody back, bro. Man, can you still throw a football 5 yards?
Tyler Sloan better stay loose. He better stay loose on the sidelines. That's all I gotta say. He better stay loose.
Dude, they gonna be looking for anybody over there. With my 4-point, I gotta take my boys, man. I'm gonna take my Niners. I want to take them. They 2.5. They gonna cover that.
Seattle, yeah. All right, 3.
I'm gonna stick with Steve. I'm taking these Texans because, like you say, one good hit on Matthew Stafford, and he ain't played all preseason either. Yeah, bro. I think that's gonna be a demolishing. What do I want to go with my 3-point? With my 3-point, I'm gonna ride with Stewart, and I want to take these Jets. And I want to take these Jets at home. I think that they're gonna win by cover this 2.5.
Have you watched Fields this preseason?
Yeah, I love it.
I mean, we just said the same thing about Matthew Stafford and Aaron Rodgers. You take one good hit, and
but I mean, Stafford has an ailment. Stafford has an ailment.
Yeah, he's not well. I ain't saying that.
You can't put Fields in a hyper.
Yeah.
Well, I think real talk. I think that Aaron Glenn will have that defense ready to roll, and like I said, they're playing at home, and I don't think that Jets offense will be as bad as what people think it is. And if it's a close game, if it's one of them 10-9 games or something like that, then who knows? Like I said, who knows? Like I said, I'm taking the Jets, bro. Y'all say we swinging for the fence. We swinging for the fence.
So seriously, you think Justin Fields been throwing it in the ground on a screen pass? To fool everybody.
I think Justin Fields will break a 50-yard run and score a touchdown before he throw it in the field, throw it in the ground.
Okay.
And look, I got 2 words for the Jets: triple option.
You better run that all game. Run it all game.
Yeah, they got between the 2 running backs and Jaden Fields, they could run a triple option and screw the whole Steeler game plan up. Wait a minute, we didn't expect this. What is this kind of offense are they running? Guys do that. They run something that you didn't expect. Like I say, the people act like the Jets are just devoid of talent. The Jets' problem was they needed coaching and discipline, and they needed quarterback play. I'm not saying that they're getting the quarterback play, but the Jets, real talk, bro. Aaron Glenn didn't take that job for no reason. It's a lot of talent on that team, bro. A lot.
Yeah. So you have Fields and Hall and Allen out there running a single wing. Man, let's go.
Yeah, bro. Let's go. Like I say, it might be. It's on. Like I said, it's only 2.5.
Hey, cover 0. Make them throw in the tight windows. We'll be all right.
Like I say, it's only 2.5, bro. That's not a lot. That's not a lot.
I think it's one of the lowest scoring games of the. Actually, it is one of the lowest scoring games of the week. The over under on that is 38.5.
Yeah, bro. It's gonna be a low scoring affair. With my I'm on number 2.
You're at 1.
I'm at 1.
Yep.
What was my number 2?
Jets plus 2.5.
Jets and Steelers, man.
Oh, what was my 3? I'm kind of going back.
Houston plus 3.5.
Okay, and Niners. Okay, so with my number 1 pick, I can't believe Barry, you didn't do this.
I don't like betting on my team, man.
I'm betting on your Giants to pull the upset, bro. I'm betting on them to pull the upset, dude.
I just don't like betting on my team, man. I hate doing it.
Do you like them to win or just to cover the 6 and the hook?
It's 6 and a hook, yeah.
Dude, no, I like them to win. I want them to win. Outright win. Because you know what I'm gonna tell you?
Listen, I like what I'll get into it tomorrow on my show on Giants preview.
I love that front. Look, I love that front 4. They can run the ball. I think Neighbors is back.
Neighbors is playing.
Neighbors is playing. Tracy, Scatterboo, dude. I think that they Russ gonna hold it down, right? When you look at that Washington team, you don't have your bell cow, so that means you're gonna have to try to figure out who's gonna be your running back.
They got 4 running backs on the roster right now.
Yeah, but none of them can get that tough 1 yard.
Yeah, so now you got to figure that out. Who's going to be your lead back? Scary Terry ain't played all season. You don't know what you're going to get in incorporating Debo into your offense. Like I said, I'm taking your your Giants for the win, bro, with my 1 point play.
I like it.
I like it too. Mm-hmm.
CK, give me your pick, bro.
Hold on. I'm gonna have to take the dog out after this, so hold on.
All right, I'll tell you what. You want to tap him to me?
I got it. I'm gonna take the dog out.
He's taking.
I'm still stuck on the fact that the guy who thinks that a guy who could throw a pass his entire college career is going to win the NFC North. But I'm just going to go ahead and do my picks.
But why would you be stuck on that though? It's like that.
Because you just denigrated my quarterback when you root for a quarterback who wasn't allowed to throw a pass his entire college career. But let me go and get my picture so I can take my dog out.
Hey, look. The Vikings.
Let him go. We can get into that.
Is Jets over the Steelers?
Jets over the Steelers.
5-point play.
2.5.
Cardinals over the Saints.
You said Jets plus 2.5.
Yep. Cardinals over the Saints.
Cardinals.
Wait, you taking the points?
I'm telling you who's gonna win the damn games.
He's just doing winning the game.
We can't let Unc just go roll. You gotta pick the lines now.
Pick the line, bro.
Bro, it's not showing up.
Oh well, see, he can pick the line later. He can pick the line later.
We'll do this with you. So what do you say?
Yeah. You said the Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Dolphins over the Colts.
Wait, Cardinals are minus 6.5.
Okay, I'm taking the Dolphins.
Yeah, but he's not taking the line. Just let him pick the pick, and then we'll figure out the line later.
All right, so Dolphins.
I got
2 point.
I'm so tight right now. I am so tight right now. I'm telling you, the Bears over the Vikings.
Yeah, I don't like people's opinions.
You
gave an opinion I don't like.
You know what, Steve? You know what, Steve? And Steve does that just to irritate me. I know he does.
Hey,
I know he does.
I'm gonna get him all razzle. I'm gonna really razzle him up. Shanahan.
And I got the Ravens against the Bills.
You got the Ravens.
The Ravens. You and you.
Hey, what was this play? Yo. Chill. What was this 2 point play?
I don't know.
You know what? Friday.
Top blood pressure, man.
You kick me. He makes my head hurt.
He ain't gonna remember this tomorrow.
I said was Bills Ravens, and I want the Ravens. I got Bears over the Vikings because JJ McCarthy's
okay, that's what it was. Bears. Okay. The Bears. All right, I'll cover that. I'll put in the lines later. Man, go take your dog out.
We're going to play this again for you tomorrow, CK.
Water boy.
H2O. All right. My 5 point play is the Chiefs at minus 3.5 over the Chargers.
I think the Chiefs might lose that game.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
They lost last year. They lost last year their first game against the what's it called?
Yeah, I'm not buying that. Cincinnati 4.5 over the Cleveland Browns. So I got 4.5. My 3-point play. I'm with you, Larry. I got the G-Men Giants.
Dude, like I say, Scary Terry ain't played all off season, and you got running back questions.
Yeah, plus 6.5 over the Commander.
I just hate picking my team, bro.
I can't do it. I won't.
Barry, listen to this, bro.
I never pick with my head. I always pick with my heart.
Barry, listen to this. I think that they're building the Giants the right way, bro.
No, absolutely. I agree with you. I mean, like I said, I'll talk about it tomorrow on my show. Giants preview Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
8:30.
No, yeah, that's right. 8:30. Guest host Adriana from Empire Sports. So listen, I agree with you. I think they're.
Can I finish my picks before you get into this?
Man, screw your picks, man.
You
ain't picked it. How you gonna have a 5-point play and you don't even pick your own team, man?
I'm not doing. I'm superstitious, bro. I don't pick my team. I'm superstitious. My 2-point play.
You're not even gonna pick your captain.
My 2-point play is I'm gonna take Detroit plus 2.5 versus the Packers.
Interesting. I want
to stay I like that actually.
Yeah.
And my 1-point play, it's kind of a pick 'em here, but Buffalo's favored by 1.5. I'm got the Ravens plus 1.5. All right, now go and talk your mess, my man.
Me? No, I'll save it for tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
All right, make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. It should be a good show.
It's gonna be a great show. Man.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. You know, Adriana's a friend of the program. She does a great job. She's been really busy, but carved out some time to do a show with us. So I'm really thankful for that. But we're just gonna have fun talking about our teams. I'll be anxious to see you guys if you guys do a preview show talking about your teams. I know I think Sirius, you're gonna do one next week talking about the Steelers. So I love doing the show with you guys, but I also love when I get to interact with some Giant fans and talk. And honestly, I don't want to give too much away, but it's just excitement, a little bit of excitement, not too much, not overly excited, not overly confident because it's a tough schedule. But I think going into last year, you kind of knew that it was going to be tough, and kind of going into this year, it's a little bit more optimism to Larry's point. So. We'll see what we got, but I think there's a lot of optimism going around the league. I think there's a lot of storylines with a lot of teams. Can the Chiefs finally protect? Can they protect Patrick Mahomes this year? Will the Bills or the Ravens get over the hump and get to the Super Bowl? Right? Who's coming out of the NFC if it's not the Eagles? Can Washington Commanders going to take a step back? There's so many storylines, you know what I mean? And that's what I love about the NFL.
I would love to do a 49er show with breaking news, but he probably would talk 98% of the show, and it would be the breaking news.
I don't do breaking news like that.
That's my guy. My man, real talk. My man Corey, who does our wrestling show with us.
He's a 49ers fan.
Yeah, I know.
I think you two should link up, and that'll be a fun show.
Make sure to watch your tone when you talk to Corey.
Leave my man Corey alone.
That was you. That's all you, coach. You got no, okay.
Hey, look.
We have to get in his feelings too quick now. You gotta let the kayfabe roll off you a little bit. He's working.
No, man, it's like that was a total work. Cause I was like, I'm fit to get Corey real quick. I'm fit to put this thing in overdrive real quick. But no, I'm not doing a Texans preview show because no, I'm not. I don't feel like doing it. But I will say the rest of the AFC South has improved. The Texans kind of stayed kind of treaded water a little bit, but that's okay because it's like you had two teams in the division who had the top 2 picks in the draft. So hey,
but coach, I wanted to ask you, Larry, you can answer it too, but it's really for coach. Did losing Tunsil hurt, right? And I think that's
not
going
as
to be.
much as you think.
But that's what I want to ask you. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's, I think you improved your line despite losing him,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really, is your receiving core healthy enough to be around Stroud? Because I think CJ, took a step back a little bit, but I think losing so many weapons on that offense, really hurt him, and that offensive line did not give him any time. I think you guys improved the line, but you lost Tunsil, and what do you
You
think?
improved. You improved. It was addition by subtraction. I feel like, and you have you have guys in there now who fit. Me and Larry talked about this all the time. The scheme, the way the Texans scheme is set up, you need guys who can get out there. And Tunsil's a fantastic lineman, but he lacked at this point in his career. He lacks the horizontal movement that you need in that zone blocking scheme.
Sure.
You need to be able to move and get to that spot, because it's like, we all know football here. In a zone blocking scheme, it's more so this is my area of the field and not the person that I'm going. So it's like Tunsil, and that's why, and Larry, you can attest this is why Tunsil jumped off sides so much last year, because he knew he
Mm,
didn't have the get off the ball to be
yeah,
able
the quick.
to guard against these edge rushers. That's why he jumped
Sure.
off sides so much. So I mean, it is what it is, because he was trying to get a little bit of a head start. But
Sure.
yeah, look, with what the Texans have is like, I mean, Joe Mixon is not healthy. Nico's coming back. I mean, Tank Dell might never play again. You know what I'm saying? Like, get well, Tank. You know what I'm saying? Tank Dell might never play again. Um, Dalton Schultz, he's just there. I mean, like, the CJ Stroud did take a step back, and I think, honestly, I think he was reading a little bit too much of his press. Doing too much on the podcast, doing too much at the celebrity basketball games and stuff like that. And I think he has kind of reined it in a little bit, has kind of like got back focused. And let's remember, D'Amico Ryans is a young coach. Still a young coach. He's still young and is being able to run the show, and he takes care of the defense. And then on the offensive side, again, this Texans team has nothing but room to grow, and the fortunate lot to play in the AFC South with three other teams who are really still trying to figure it out. I think that the Titans, I like the Titans as much as it hates me to say this. The Titans are they're making some good moves, and they're kind of building things in the right direction. Um, the the Jaguars, look, we talked about this way earlier in the summer, way back in like it's put up a setup for Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
He has to do something. You know what I'm saying? You talk about people being anointed and hype. It's like this boy was being anointed the second coming since he was a junior in high school. And yeah, he
Hmm.
had a fantastic career at Clemson. Can't take that. But in the NFL, it's just like, look, you got Thomas, you got Travis, you have it now,
You have
Trevor.
weapons. You have no excuses.
There's
I
no
think
excuses, Trevor. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
No.
It's to clean it up. It's poop or get off the pot now, Trevor. It's like you have no excuses, baby.
But
Yeah.
before
And of
this,
course the
but
Colts.
before this season, name one of his receivers.
Brian Thomas.
Before last season. Before last
Brian
season.
Thomas had a good year last
Brian
year.
Thomas was
No, I'm
fantastic.
saying
Was
he got
fantastic.
Brian.
Yeah.
I'm saying, but he got Brian Thomas last year. Before that, name one of his receivers.
No, absolutely. No,
Yeah. Oh
I'll
yeah.
give.
had no
Absolutely. I
weapons.
mean, yeah.
Yeah, they
I'll
ain't
But
give
he
you
but
didn't
then
that.
have to worry
Like
now
about
I'm
he,
talking about now.
Yeah,
It's
now
like,
it's time for
okay,
him to
Trev.
produce.
Now you got it. So like, let's see what you do. Let's see what you do moving forward. And like the last team in that division, the Colts, it's like, man, look, ownership problems. RIP Big Jim. Like quarterback issues. Like, is Michael Pittman truly healthy? I mean, he's your number one receiver. Is he truly healthy? Is
I
Jonathan
think he's never
Taylor,
been
who's your
healthy,
bell
bro.
cow running back, is he back healthy? It's like there's more questions than answers in Indy. So they gonna have to try to figure it out on the fly too. So it's like, once again, in a division where every other team has bigger questions than the Texans, I feel like the Texans will still be the class of that division.
Dude, so for me, Barry, dude, this was my thing about the Texans, and y'all have heard me say it over and over again. Yeah, Tunsil being moved. The only problem I had with Tunsil being moved was he gave away a Pro Bowl left tackle for peanuts on the dollar. Hey, that's the only problem I had with it. But he needed to be moved. You gave away Green, which Green needs to be, jettisoned. But if you're
Yeah.
gonna start jettisoning players who need to be jettisoned. Why did you keep Titus Howard? He don't fit in that system.
He don't.
Because he's slow as hell. But then he's too light in the ass. And why would you? If you're gonna clean house, you clean house all the way. Because for me,
you have to have somebody who's willing to take him on.
Yeah, I don't think nobody will take that contract on. And I think
he is too light. He is too light to play guard, so you can't kick him inside.
No,
but he is not fast enough to play tackle.
He's not strong enough to play tackle either.
Yeah, he's not strong enough to play tackle. So it's just like he's just there.
I feel like at this point, move him to fullback. Hey, at this
point.
But
Larry, I talked about the Texans. I'm more interested in the 49ers. And what you think about the Niners moving forward?
Well, of course, Barry said Texans, right? So my Texans.
Because he's in Texas, but I mean, give me a quick 49er take, and then I'm going to bed.
I got a hat right here. If you want me to go get my Texas hat real quick, because I am.
You're a 49er fan. You went.
I am.
Levi Stadium right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, I talked about the Texans plenty. It's like I'm not even saying they're being funny. What do you think about the Niners going into the season?
So real talk, I'm gonna say that real quick. So I think that CJ is gonna look like CJ back to himself. I think that defense is gonna be dominant, world beaters, because they have a lot of good pieces on that team, and I think that this is you talk about get poop or get off the pot. I honestly feel like this is the one season that the Texans need to at least make it to the AFC Championship game.
The Texans.
The Texans, at least.
I've heard a couple people say that, and it's just like
I feel like it is.
I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet.
I feel like it is. I think
we forgot how bad they were 2-3 years ago to where they are now.
I mean, if you think about it, Buffalo's gonna probably have to play against the Ravens, and they're gonna probably knuckle it out. The Chiefs ain't the Chiefs no more, and then you got to deal with everybody else.
That's funny. Like the Chiefs who made the Super Bowl, albeit they got their teeth kicked in. The Chiefs who made the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they got a lot of help too. So yeah.
Yeah, but we always like the Chiefs off, and I think they rebuilt their offensive line. I think their offensive line is better than people think.
I think that so this is my outlook for my Niners, dude. I really and I'm not being one of them crazy fans or nothing like that. I think the Niners will make the playoffs again. The NFC, especially after this Parsons trade, is probably gonna be stronger than the AFC. I know people are all on all the AFC teams, but I think that overall the NFC is gonna be stronger. Think about it. We just got through hyping up Barry's Giants, and they're probably gonna be the third team in that division, give or take. Who you ask? The Packers we just hyped up. They could probably be the third team in their division, give or take. Like I said, it's one of those things for me with the Niners. I love the B-Rob trade. I love it.
I do too. I actually do really like that trade.
Because the Niners have, from everything that they're saying, CMC's back to being CMC. But the thing about CMC is he's not really built for between the tackles. B-Rob is. Garindo, he's not really built for between the tackles, but B-Rob is. So now you got a running back who's built for between the tackles. But if you watch Kyle's offense, Kyle loves to deceive you. So you might see sometimes where it's B-Rob and CMC in the backfield. People forget CMC is one hell of a receiver. One hell of a receiver. Jennings is back. Even though somebody kept telling me Jennings is not going to play, Jennings want to be traded. Jennings is back. Give or take, if Ayuk's back and Pearsall steps up, I think the receiving corps will be good. Kittle's going to do Kittle. But the thing that I'm more excited about anything with my Niners for this season, dude, that defense is back looking like their defense. They put a
Salah's back.
Salah's back. They gang tackling. Dude, they put a lot of draft capital in there. People talk about, they lost Hufanga, they lost Ward, they lost I forgot his name, the linebacker. But they replaced him with a lot of younger guys.
Yeah, Greenlaw.
Greenlaw kept getting hurt. They kept playing without him. Tre'Davious, they did right by Tre'Davious. Tre'Davious needed a change of scenery. Hey, look, prayers up for him, but he needed a change of scenery. Hufanga kept getting hurt. but Hufanga being back was actually keeping Brown and Mustafa from playing. So I feel like at this point, the Niners defense will start looking like that old Niners defense, and that's what I'm more excited for, dude. Like, people think that the cupboard was bare, but the cupboard wasn't bare. Like, Bosa's gonna do Bosa stuff. The guy from Georgia, they said he's looking really good. I like our Florida State guy, Green. Green gonna get playing time now. Ronaldo Green, I don't know if y'all watch Niner games, but I think Ronaldo Green had like 4 or 5 interceptions as a rookie, but he was really looking good. Like I said, now that Hufanga's gone, that means Jair Brown, who I don't know if y'all watched the playoffs, the year he was a rookie, dude look really good. He actually one who saved the game for us to go to the Super Bowl. Mustafa, if I love them down the line, hard hitting safeties. So yeah, dude, that's what I'm more excited about the Niners. But I'm not one of them people that just jump the gun and be like, we're going to the Super Bowl, we're gonna win the NFC again. I need to see how this still kind of shake out. I need to see how it shake out because it's no disrespect, dude. The Eagles gonna be the Eagles. The Commanders, at some point, they're gonna be the Commanders. The Vikings, who they are. The Lions, who they are. I'm even looking at in my own division, dude. I mean, I don't underestimate a Sean McVay team, but then the Cardinals are actually gotten better. So yeah, I'm not one of them dudes that just be like, oh, like your boy Nick Steers. Steelers are winning the championship. Steelers are gonna win the division. Steelers are gonna win the AFC.
Yeah, it's like I'm a little low on us this year. 15-2.
Like, yeah.
A little low. I was gonna say undefeated, but I gotta give it a
little. Yeah. I'm not sure about Rodgers, man. So 15-2.
It's week 1, man. Ain't nobody played nothing yet, but we winning the championship. I'm not gonna say that, but I do. Like I said, watching these preseason games, man, they defense and that was the calling card. That was the calling card, and I know CK he talks craps because he don't like the word Shanahan, but dude, like Shanahan, his offense and his defensive staff, people literally was just robbing us. Like you said, D'Amico's gone, Sala was gone, McDaniels was gone, what's his name, Bobby Slowett was gone. Like, dude, like that Niners coaching staff has been, pillaged, bro, pillaged.
Yeah, half of them in Houston, which is crazy, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, dude.
All right, cool. So with that being said, I'm gonna get you guys out of here. It's 11 o'clock. We got a Giant show tomorrow, Steelers show on Monday. We'll talk about our respective teams. With that being said, give us a plug and a close out. Coach, you know what to do, man. Get us out of here, big dog.
All right, yeah. Once again, we've talked about it. Make sure you check out the Giant show tomorrow. It's gonna be fantastic. I'll be tuning in to that because interested to see what Big Blue Nation has to say about their team. Like they should be very very optimistic, unlike last year. So it's like interesting to see what some Giants fans thinks about the Giants. See the link, share the link. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify. Like these are all things that you use every day. So use them to help support your boys. So I can't get any simpler than that. Also, quick programming note. I don't know, guys. Like, I'm gonna try to be more present because it's football season. The summer, it kind of started the summer. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more present during football season. So I'll just hold me accountable. But as serious as I say, that being said, you already know how I close it out. God is good
all the time.
Make sure y'all drink y'all water. I know we're going into fall now. Still got to stay hydrated. This is sparkling water flavored peach ginger, very tasty. And of course, look, man, Supreme Clientele 2 might be one of my favorite albums of the year. Ghostface still fantastic. Look, Raekwon dropped an amazing album. I mean, it's like the Wu is stronger than ever, baby. Get them dubs up. Wu-Tang is for the children.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Appreciate you, big dog, man. Pleasure to see this man back on the screen with us, man. Larry, you know what to do. Get us out of here, big dog.
Oh man, always a pleasure, bro. Man, me and Steve, man, we sit back and we talk about albums of the year. So hey, I'm gonna hit him up and be like mid-season albums of the year, bro. Barry, you want in on that? Hey, look,
yeah, absolutely.
hey,
I talk a little bit. I don't listen to all of them. Just Big Face Goes,
okay, I
Raekwon.
was like, man, we do.
Heels have eyes too. All right.
Yeah, we're gonna do a
Alfredo too.
mid-season review. I'm glad Coach say he gonna try to be a little bit more present, man. We love his presence on the show, bringing that energy, getting Unc revved up. Hey, look, Unc probably walking his dog now and his head hurt, so we going but you know what? We watch the show, but you know what? We love when Unc on, we love when CK on. It's nothing but love between us. I'll even piggyback, what Steve say, not just about see the show, share the show. If you see us, you check us out, man. Add us to your Instagram, add us to your Facebook. Let's get our followers up. Subscribe to the show. That way you get the alerts. When we on. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, whatever. Make sure you don't just go and check us out. Make sure you go and add us to your rotation. Just like you in the car, you jamming that Wu-Tang. You in the car, you jamming. I'm from Houston. You jamming that Zero, that Slim Thug, man. You go ahead and you jam the executive too. So check us out and keep us in the play rotation. Like I say, it's always a pleasure, y'all. And check out Barry's show. I'm actually watching the WWE show now. Barry turned me on to something. I might be tuning in to NXT now. Look, I might be tuning in to the rest of the show in a minute. Hey, look, hey, look, yo, y'all, yeah, like I say, man, y'all just don't know, man. I'm versatile like that, man.
He said I'm versatile.
Right. I love 3 quarterbacks. I'm versatile.
That's right.
I got 8 fantasy quarterbacks on my roster.
All right, big dog, man. Let me get you out of here, man. Villa, you know what to do, man. Shut it down.
Yeah, man, we're gonna have fun, man. Had fun tonight, Coach. LG, always a pleasure having a show and yelling at me. I love it. Listen, share the show, like they said. Like, follow us, man. It don't take nothing but to hit a like, hit a follow. Do that. Everybody will get a chance to see what we're doing out here. We're gonna have fun tomorrow. Like I said, our Giants preview show 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Got to make sure that's right because Sirius is gonna yell at me. I got my guest host in there, my boy Dave, my boy Anthony, and Adriana from Empire State Sports Report. She's doing a lot of great things out there, so support her, give her a like, give her a follow, give her a shout. I'm anticipating a lot of Giants fans, listening to the show, watching the show. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna keep it brief. We're gonna keep it quick, but we're gonna hit it hard, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. So, always a pleasure. We got big stuff cooking around here. Shout out to the rest of the execs. I'm out.
Yeah. All right, big dog, man. It's your boy Sirius repping that 412 and the 703, man. Such a privilege and absolute pleasure doing this show with these gentlemen on tomorrow. We've been talking about it for the past couple minutes, man. Definitely come through, support the Giants show, man. These guys do a really good job piecing it together, man. I love watching people I work with just in their element doing their thing, man. It's fun. So shout out to Villain, Adriana, and those guys for doing their thing, man. With that being said, next Monday, my father and I and the gang will be back in here talking about everything Pittsburgh Steelers, man. We're going to recap week 1, what we liked, what we didn't like, all-season moves, what we liked, what we didn't like. You already know how I get down, talking about the good, bad, and the ugly, and a bunch of other stuff, man. Year 3 for my dad and I doing this, man. So I'm looking forward to partnering with my pops and talking about the number one thing we love other than, the good Lord, and that's Pittsburgh Steelers football. With that being said, I always close my shows like this, man. God is good, even though sometimes people aren't. God bless. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.